Alright, so resuming where we left off, we were on this verse here talking about the damsel in distress, and I was trying to explain that it's actually just a metaphor for a Jezebel spirit, and I just find that appalling that I did not find something disturbing about these lyrics before. It's actually astounding because I listened to these songs like they were my religion, and that was the problem in the first place. But moving right along, so he says, "Get off my case and take your sins elsewhere." It kind of becomes apparent with that verse right there that, or that line rather right there, that he's not really particularly discussing anything human, and I think that that's just very sinister, those lyrics. And so, and then he's trying to warn others, but it seems more of like a scare tactic to me. And then he ends saying, "You live and learn, you make mistakes, you wonder why, or you wonder how and why. The fire burns, for heaven's sake." It's like this is almost a wake-up call of a song. This entire song, it's a wake-up call in itself. It's a wake-up call. He's trying to tell the world what he's had to experience since he's broke through the mainstream now. This guy had his career breakthrough during the 70s, I believe. Here's the album, Brother to Brother, came out in 1978. Before that, he had a few albums, but this is the one where he went platinum in both the US and Canada, because in top of the charts, and well, as high as he'd ever been at least in the charts. And I'd say that I think I know why. I think I may know why he reached that height on the charts. And there's really not much more else to explain besides the fact that he's pointing a lot to the fact that he may have taken that big leap. And when I say taken that big leap, I mean he may have signed his name on the dotted line, so to speak, given away his soul for fame and money, world influence, power, and comfortability, in spite of the price that he will have to pay when that fateful day comes. It's all there. If we want to talk about the esoteric elements that you can't really escape, here's the album cover itself. It's black and white, so if you know about the duality of things, or the concept of duality and how it's important to let's just say the controllers or rulers that be. This is a part of one of their beliefs. They believe that their good deeds outweigh their bad deeds. You see the black and white. And here's something I didn't notice before until just now. There is a child, what looks like a little boy in the background here. And there's Gino Vanelli looking back regrettably. There's regret written all over his face. I use he very loosely because, as I've discovered on my path to truth, there's so much deception in this world that you have to be careful with misgendering people. And I don't mean in the way that people are saying, these are my pronouns and this and that. No, I mean, he's presented himself as a man, but he may be a female. Who knows? But anyways, there's a little boy in the background, and that rubs me the wrong way, as a lot of these people who are in the mainstream they have sick desires, let's just say that, and some of those desires involve the youth, sad as it is to say aloud. So there's the duality, there's these occultic lyrics, there's this possible pedophilia reference, then there's just the look of regret on his face that I notice. Either it's a look of disdain, regret, or a smirk, a flat-out smirk on these people who are what I'll call the rulers, that call the shots they usually wear upon their face. Next time, we'll take a look at another artist and their lyrics. That's mainly what I'm going to start out doing, just because that's a good place to start, and I feel like this content isn't necessarily on YouTube the way that it should be, as far as people covering just solely lyrics. Maybe we'll move into investigations of, I'm speaking in code here because I know how the algorithms work, despite this being my first video, and I don't want to get flagged. Let's just say I'll be looking into people who portray themselves as one gender, but they're not. And I'm going to be looking into movies, TV shows, books. I'm going to be exploring some of the symbolism and trying to wake up people in my efforts, and also help them grow in a relationship with God, as I'm trying to do at this moment, and just foster a good community. Alright, I thank you guys for listening to my video, and also part 1A of my video. This is part 1B. Alright, well, I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you again. Bye-bye now.